What does I can do all things through Christ really mean? Because, I mean, come on. You're hearing this at graduations. And, I mean, those 18-year-olds are thinking, I'm a Christian, therefore I'm guaranteed to land that job with NASA. I mean, I can do all things through Christ. I'm 18, I'm guaranteed, I'm a Christian, I'm going to be president. I'm guaranteed I'm going to be a billionaire because I can do all things through Christ, and I speak it and I believe it. Is that what Paul means? Well, look at this passage. Here's the famous passage recited all over the planet by Christians, and sometimes it's almost like a self-help verse or something. It says, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Nevertheless, thanks for helping me out. Nevertheless, you have done well to share with me in my affliction. In other words, nevertheless, thanks for helping me out in my trouble. Now let's back up and look at the 2 verses prior. This is, get this, don't miss this before we close. This is 2 verses prior. This is the context and true meaning of that verse that you've always read and always heard recited. Here it is. Not that I speak from want, for I have learned to be content. That's what this is about. I've learned to be content in whatever circumstances. Oh, so he says all things? What he means is all circumstances. I know how to get along with humble means, and I also know how to live in prosperity. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of being filled and going hungry, both of having abundance and suffering need. I can do all things through Christ. Oh my goodness, suddenly it doesn't mean 3 cars in every garage, the NASA job perfectly landed. It doesn't mean you're guaranteed to be president or healthy or wealthy. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to memorize it and speak it. It simply means, get this, I can endure all things through Christ, whether I have little or plenty. I can get through it and I can go through it because Jesus is my life. Now, how different is that than the rah-rah pep talk that spawns all kinds of unrealistic expectations and then gives birth to all kinds of disappointment with God? God, you told me, you said in your word, you promised, and then I believed, and now my world has come crashing down. And his response to that is, I never promised. I never promised cushy circumstances and easy living. I promised that Christ is your life in everything, and you can endure all things through him.